Sports Podcast. I said, welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy Ruther and Joe Prano. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, with my co-host from Topanga, California.
There you go.
Joey, no chill Prano.
Hello, Andy.
I don't know why I'm struggling still with that.
It's still relatively new.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm not offended in any way.
Good.
Yeah.
Because it's me. We all know I'm infamous for the mistakes. So
yeah.
So you're good. Cool.
While you were running the intro song, I was plugging my phone into a charger, putting it on my tripod over here, putting the three-way game, the USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina on. So
Herzegovina. That's how it's
yeah. The countries are always fun.
Yeah. We got a guy dead on the field. I have it on. I told Prano before.
Yeah, there was a guy on the field before where I was pretty sure they were gonna bring out the the shocker. Like I thought they were gonna bring out the AED and shock his heart back because he was dead. Turns out he was fine. He actually didn't even come out of the game. He played.
And I don't want to be those guys, but we're going to be those guys here for a minute because this is the first time I put on the World Cup, full disclosure, 5 minutes ago. But you and I were literally at a football game where a guy died, DeMar Hamlin. We were at that game. So being at an event where a guy literally does need to get shocked, seeing this, you're like,
They bring out the medical kit. They bring out the stretcher. The stretcher in soccer is great. The stretcher in soccer. And then they wave it off and they're like, not only do I not need a stretcher, I'm not even coming out of the game. Would you say that the Venn diagram of guys who say the NBA flops too much and love soccer is a circle?
Ooh, that's an interesting discussion, I think. Did US score or were they offsides here?
This is another great thing.
Offsides.
What? Listen,
I think they're offsides.
Do we need offsides? I'm just gonna say it. Let me make something very, very clear. This is the second goal of the game by the US that has been called back for offsides. And I would just like to say, just full transparency, I'm rooting for both Bosnia and Herzegovina in this game. So this is not some sort of biased U.S. soccer fan take. Let's get rid of offsides. It's dumb as shit. Why? I get it. Every 4 years, us non-soccer guys come in here and we want to change the rules. But like, I understand it in hockey. I'll be honest. I think they should take it out of hockey too, but I understand its reason in hockey. I do not understand it, and they're like, "Well, people would just be cherry picking then." So what? So let them. So what? So you got to keep one guy back there with them?
Well, it would definitely change the strategy of the game, right? So then,
also, can't they just do it like hockey, where like everybody's got if the ball's on past a certain line in the field, then everybody's got to be past a certain line on the field. When the ball's down when they're kicking it around near the box, why can't a guy go behind? It's so dumb.
Yeah, look, we are going to be those guys because I saw this tweet and I was like, yo, I thought this the whole time. And I don't know why I've never said it. I don't know if you saw this. This is from a few days ago. This guy tweeted, probably going to get roasted for this for being American, but why doesn't soccer just implement actual clock stoppages and keep the halves 45 minutes and just let the team finish their last possession when it's at the end? Yeah, I don't understand because I never understand where the clock's at the end. What
Yeah,
what
it feels antiquated.
what
It
is
feels, I mean, I imagine the only possible explanation for it
it's for the
is
drama? So you don't know?
is that there was a time where some guy was doing it on his fucking watch.
But if we have the technology, which game was that where they called the guy offsides? It was real controversial.
Who gives a shit?
Again, I'm not watching it, but I'm just
That
seeing what's
one. Yeah, the game. The
which
controversial offsides call. Oh, all of them.
was it Germany? I believe it was a team who lost. Was
Okay,
it
Germany?
I don't know if it was Germany. Majid right now is just smashing his helmet nachos against the wall.
Majid is not listening to this because he's watching USA versus Bosnia versus Herzegovina.
I think I hooked up with a girl from Czechoslovakia named Herzegovina. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I did.
That's the Czech Republic now, Andy.
Well, yeah,
And
I did Tinder match with a girl from the Czech Republic. Fun little times back in those days. Anyway, what was I gonna say? What was I talking about? I was talking about up goal. Or were they offsides there too? I never know. But here's my point. Again, I know you soccer fans are gonna hate us. I don't get this. The clock is running while they celebrate. This is back to my point of the running clock. The clock is running while they celebrate. Why don't they just stop the clock and say, just like football, you can go celebrate. Just stop the clock.
Yeah. I'm like I was saying, I think the only possible explanation is some sort of hanging on to the tradition of the way it was once done. Because not only can you stop the clock, we're now at the point where when the ball crosses the goal line, the clock could probably stop automatically. When the ball goes out of bounds, the clock could stop automatically.
I'm looking at the responses to this guy's tweet about it. These are just some of them. Let me just read some of them. Because uncertainty is more fun than certainty. It's just a weird response to me.
Yeah.
Watch the last 3 minutes of a close basketball game, then realize that in 90% of soccer games, the score is closer. I don't understand that.
No.
Again, I'm not seeing right now a response to this question that
Andy, the reason, again, I'm going out on a limb here, but the reason that you don't see a verifiable answer is because there is no real legitimate reason other than that's the way they did it. And so soccer fans want them to keep doing it that way. And they're like, well, this is why it's better. It's like, it's not about it being better. We're asking why it can't happen. Why can't you just stop the clock? And the truth is because some guy was doing it on a fucking pocket watch before.
But exactly, it's the same question. It's the same rationale you and I have for sports we do watch, where we go, oh, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's not this massive integrity of the game to uphold. Like, again, I'm seeing a lot of because the uncertainty is more fun. I would counter that actually.
Also, I have so many questions when I watch soccer. For example, when a guy gets tripped and he goes down, and he's down for 14 to 15 minutes, and then he stands up and immediately returns to the game. Why can't a sniper shoot him and make them play without that guy for the rest of the game? Because you pretended like you were dead, so now we're going to make you dead.
And also, that affects the clock stoppage, does it not?
Totally.
That's my point.
Yeah. The guy pulls out his pocket watch, and he's like, well, we got to add some time. We got to add some roll. That's why it's called injury time.
We need to get Majid on here next week.
I will make a prediction now. Michael Majid has no explanation for this other than this is just the way it's always been done.
Yeah, that's not a good explanation.
So I'm just saying, don't feel like you're going to get any sort of closure on this.
Okay.
Because we both know how clocks work now. Like
Yeah.
we're adults in 2026. My phone opens when it sees my face. Okay.
Yeah.
They can stop the clock.
Well, I do want to give some love to soccer in the World Cup. I want to give some love in particular to the home Mexican announcers. Let's play a clip of, I believe this was their goal yesterday, their first goal. Don't remember who they're playing, but we'll see on the screen. Always a good clip when you get a Spanish call here. Let's hear it. I don't know how he's not out of breath.
No.
That's always the amazing thing for me with these Spanish announcers. You go, how are you not out of breath? Also, have you noticed on all these, I don't care whether the sport is basketball, football, soccer, have you noticed there's always somebody chuckling when they do Spanish?
Yeah.
There's always somebody laughing.
That's the color guy.
Like, why is somebody always chuckling over that? Like, God makes an amazing goal. I don't know why you would laugh.
Because you're just so happy. And now you're also the guy next. Like, imagine you and I were sitting in a small booth at a soccer game. And then I was just going, oh, la, 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 la. So you're laughing right now. And I'm like 3 seconds into it. He did it for 2.5 consecutive minutes without a breath.
You're right. I mean, the longevity that these guys will do with the goal.
And the incredible ability to roll the R, not just like roll the one R, but just like the extended R roll.
Yeah.
Also, I don't speak Spanish, but he didn't. I don't think in the little bit of Spanish I know, he even mentioned that was a black guy.
No one even was like, on Mexico's team now?
No, but yes, apparently. It's Felipe Lopez.
It's Freddie Adu's son.
Yeah.
he had a fling in Tijuana when he was playing for LA Galaxy or something.
Freddie Adios. Frederico Adios.
Go!
Adios!
I mean, it's truly amazing what these guys can do. Okay, so
Not the soccer guys. You're just talking about the announcers.
Oh yeah, the announcers. You know what I've enjoyed too. You know what I always enjoy every World Cup as well. Again, I'm viewing this mostly from a social media standpoint. But we're about to hit the 90th minute. Again, you and I have no clue at all. Like how much stoppage time.
Neither do they. No one has any clue.
So just no one knows?
No. I mean, maybe they holler it out or something like that.
It's kind of like sometimes when, I don't know if you remember in the past, normally you have a pretty good feel when you're on a date or if you think you might get lucky. It's kind of like that. You're like, I got a chance of hooking up tonight, or is this and then there's some nights where you're like, wow, didn't see that coming. And other nights you're like, dude, I thought it was in the bag. No.
Yeah.
Didn't even get a goodbye kiss. It's kind of like that.
And when you take a girl out, dinner, drinks, or something like that, and like you get to the conclusion of the date, and you're like, well, it's kind of now we go home or now we go home separately.
Yeah.
And then she's like, should we get another drink? And then you're like, stoppage time. All right. 12 or so minutes that may or may not be. She could get up at any moment, but.
That's true. So now it's plus 10. So like, I would love to hear.
Yeah, but like they should have that. They should have that approximately sign next to it, right?
So what happens if somebody else goes down with an injury in the plus 10? They add plus 5 again?
Andy, you're asking me like I fucking have any idea?
But like, I just feel like they should be very black and white questions, and they're not. Or maybe we just don't.
Let's be honest. I think the likelihood of anybody going down in these 10 is probably not good. Now these guys are like playing for their life. They're probably not going to do the whole like drama club seizure injury fucking time.
Which by the way, this game is what? This game is at Levi Stadium, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to read a post here. I'm sure you saw it. We actually had a call about it. I'll play the call because I don't know if he said anything else.
Okay.
I was already gonna play the quote from George Kittle, but I believe we have a call about this.
Great.
Let me see if this is the right call.
What's up, boys?
No, we'll do that one later. Here, I think it's this one.
Hey, boys. This is Larson down in Houston.
No,
last time-
maybe it was the other one. Sorry, hold on.
What's up, boys? This is KT here. Quick question for you guys. I don't know if you saw what George Kittle said about the World Cup and how when they're playing at the NFL stadiums, they're switching the turf to grass. Now, basically, they're scumming all the NFL teams with turf. Want to hear your thoughts on this a little bit more in depth on really the reasoning on why you think they're doing this, because I saw someone break down the numbers. It would only cost an NFL team about $100K a year. I could be completely wrong, to maintain a turf field, to maintain a grass field rather than turf. So it doesn't really make any sense, especially when they're risking, tens of millions of dollars every year with their players, getting at risk for these ACL injuries like Malik Neighbors and whatnot there. So want to hear your thoughts on that, boys, and stay dirty.
Yeah, so I thanks for the call. I had seen this again. George Kittle's quote from last week said, "We've made it clear that we prefer grass fields. We know it's better on our own bodies, and clearly we know it's possible based on everything that went into putting down grass fields for the World Cup in each stadium. At this point, it comes down to the NFL making it a priority and choosing to invest in us as players because our bodies are our business, which they get to capitalize on." I mean, yeah, look, I don't really fully get it, especially
I
with
do. We know the answer
because
we've already been through this.
Taylor Swift.
Precisely. These NFL owners want the ability, especially with it being only one game a week, to do whatever the fuck they want at those stadiums in between. Monster Jam, Taylor Swift, Bruce Springsteen, the WWE, whatever it is. They want to make more
College basketball,
money.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to make all the money. I can guarantee you nothing is happening at this stadium while the World Cup is there. From the start, from whatever the first game of the World Cup to whatever the last game in San Francisco is, they're not doing shit. Levi Stadium wants the ability to bring in fucking whatever because, again, the owners of NFL teams make not just the profit of their team, but they also make the billions upon billions of dollars that just by owning a team and it gaining in value as they go on. There's just like an endless supply of money, but they can't pass on that like 50 mil that they also make during the season, just like getting Taylor Swift in there or the WWE or college basketball or Monster Jam or fucking Florida Georgia line or whatever the fuck, because they're greedy billionaire pieces of shit.
Yeah. So here, I thought this was pretty interesting. It's like a 2-minute video, but I'm going to play it. This is what's going on social media. This is literally how these fields were done, right? Because again, they've taken all these, I believe almost half were naturally grass and the other half are artificial grass. So I believe like half these stadiums, and that obviously would include the stadiums in Canada and Mexico, which I assume are probably naturally grass. But this is how they do it here. I'll just play this.
It's almost like one of our own children. Living, breathing thing.
Which, wow, you gotta love the accent. All right,
yeah.
Let's see how they do it.
7 years. That's how long it took to engineer the grass for this year's World Cup. And that's partly because FIFA is incredibly picky, and partly because many U.S. stadiums were built for football, not soccer.
We're entering the player entrance here at Los Angeles Stadium to find out how FIFA grows its grass, gets it here, and keeps it up to snuff.
The fundamental challenge facing the FIFA grass team for this World Cup, the North American stadiums. FIFA requires grass for the World Cup. 8 of the 16 stadiums, including the one in LA, have artificial turf. 5 of the stadiums, also including LA's, have a roof, not ideal for grass growing.
It's called a carpet hybrid. We grow it on a sod farm in Washington State, an 18-hour truck drives, and it's been on the sod farm for 12 months. It's 5% artificial, 95% natural grass. when we harvest it, put it on the back of a truck, comes down, and we lay it out. And it's pretty much ready play turf.
Several universities collaborated to get the science right.
Rutgers.
Refrigerated trucks carried the grass from Washington and crossed 3 states to get to LA.
See the artificial at the bottom, and that helps stabilize the product. So you can imagine when you harvest it at the farm, roll it up, put it on a truck, bring it down, lay it out, it could become a little bit unstable. We haven't got any rainfall, reduced sunlight because of the roof, even though it's transparent. And we've got artificial light rigs to supplement any deficiencies in sunlight. So light, pretty much, if there's not a match on, the light rigs are out, supplementing the turf.
Every day, Lang and the other pitch managers test their surfaces for hardness, traction, and moisture. During matches, they stay laser focused on the surface.
Every day throws up a different challenge, and you've got to think on your feet. We don't go to the point, right, of saying goodnight to it every night, or tucking it into bed, but not far off it, right?
I think it's pretty cool, though.
It's incredible.
Pretty cool, like the science behind it,
Yeah.
right?
And just proof that the NFL could do it if they wanted to.
Yeah, 100%. I would love to see the numbers.
Not only I'll take it one step further. How long ago was the Arizona stadium where they roll the fucking grass in and outside built? 20 years ago at this point? Close, like, if not 20 years ago, pretty close.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
isn't
right.
that where the Giants won their 2007 Super Bowl?
So it's State Farm now. It was, it opened in August 1st, 2006.
Literally 20 years ago, almost to the fucking goddamn day. And they're like, yeah, we have natural grass, but we also just roll it out. And then we have a regular floor underneath it.
And also they hold Final Fours there.
Yeah.
So like they hold football events there. We talk about other events.
Yeah, but that's the reason, yes. And that's how they can have natural grass, because they roll the fucking grass out.
Yeah.
So the idea that worked and every other stadium was like, yeah, we could do that, but we're not going to.
It really is amazing. Yeah. And they still do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I it would be interesting to look at the numbers, though. Again, if the guy does get injured, one of your top players versus whatever concert XYZ, I'm sure they've crunched the numbers on it. I really don't like artificial turf at this point. Just even from as a viewer, just get the natural grass. So what are they doing here now? So this is plus 10. Does it stop exactly at plus 10? This is what I'm saying. It's what you don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
It did.
Yeah. United States versus Belgium in the round of 16.
Now, Belgium is pretty good usually. I think they've struggled this World Cup. Again, this is just things I've seen on social media. But I believe they knocked the U.S. last. Did they not? Am I just making things up? They knocked us out of some World Cup recently, I feel. Do you know the U.S. has never made it past? I looked this up last night. I'm not talking about 1930. They haven't made it past the final 8, the quarterfinals.
Ever.
Like in modern. They were third place in 1930. I'm saying
Right.
Since then.
Right.
It's truly amazing. You think LeBron could play?
What are we talking about?
Would he be a goalie? What would he be?
I mean, I said to Majid, of course, being the goalie, like poo-pooed on it. I think LeBron James probably be the world's best goalie in 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
He'd pick it up that quickly.
pick it up. He's 6 foot. Bro, did you see the goal? Have you been watching? Have you seen any of the penalty kicks? This is another one of my favorite things in soccer. They go to penalty kicks, and then the guy kicks it over the goal, and the goal is like, yeah, let's go. And it's like, bro, you didn't even fucking do it. You didn't even touch the ball. He missed the fucking goal completely.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, that would be his only.
I guess I'm a Belgium fan now.
Why are you rooting so hard against the U.S., bro?
I like that. I like when U.S. soccer fans get all in a tizzy.
Do they really have that much pride? Again, given the history that I just mentioned has basically been non-existent.
Well, bro, it's like we're going on. It's again 32 years ago. Is that when the '94 Olympics was? Is my math right on that? I was hearing in 1994, like, this is the year America's finally got soccer fever. And I was like, guys, I'm pushing 4 decades of this. Like, I'm embarrassed for you. So.
Well, I mean, that's a very in-depth discussion there. Our best athletes, the United States best athletes just don't play soccer.
Right.
There it is. Actually, it's not an in-depth discussion. There it is, right there.
Or baseball anymore.
Or baseball. It's a good point. Is this their coach?
Bro, you keep asking me questions. Like I have any idea what the fuck you want to get to NBA free agency? I got some answers for you. Until then, I'm
obviously leaning into that with the LeBron mention as goalie.
Yeah.
He will no longer be a member of the Los Angeles Lakers.
And so I got this in just under the gun. Look at that right there, Andy. See what that is? It's a LeBron James signed basketball.
How'd you get that? Jay Moore hooked you up with that?
Gift from my boss. It was funny, and it'll be out tomorrow on Jay's Substack page. But we're sitting there doing a little mini sports episode that we do, and we're talking. There's another guy in the room, and he's like, "Yeah, Joe loves LeBron James," and I was like, "Yeah, he's a fucking goat." And he's like, "You love him so much, though. You left the fucking signed basketball I got you on the floor." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Is that basketball signed by LeBron James?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why is it on the floor?" And he goes, "Well, I gave it to you last week, and you just fucking left it here." I was like, "Bro, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You never gave me a basketball." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't?" And I was like, "Can we get that LeBron James signed basketball off the floor and into my hands?"
That's pretty great, man.
Yeah.
So
just under the gun.
Well, does he? What's going on? Like, does he have beef with Jay's wife? What's going on there?
LeBron?
Yeah.
I have no inside information, unfortunately. If I had it, I'd probably dance around it, but I don't have any. I think it's pretty obvious what's going on.
Like he didn't. That's what was said, that he didn't feel appreciated.
Felt maybe just like a little disrespected generally by like a number of different things, including, again, this was a horrifically dumb move by the Lakers when they did it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have an effect on you as a person when you are one of the great players of all time and always compared to some of the other great players of all time. But they stupidly paid Kobe Bryant to be terrible for the last few years of his career. And
which,
now listen,
today is the rape anniversary. I didn't know if you knew that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's official.
Now listen, I think that there's a world, again, I have no insider information, and if Jay knew, he probably wouldn't tell me, but I certainly haven't talked to his wife about it. But I think a GM or a coach or an owner of a team that made a horrific decision to overpay Kobe Bryant to play exhibition games for 2 years of his career and be in the lottery could easily say to a player like LeBron, "We do respect you and we do appreciate your greatness, but we don't want to do that again. We've learned our lesson. We shouldn't have done it the first time." That was stupid. We never should have let that psychotic rapist ecomaniac force us to give him $45 million. And so we could be terrible. Now, I think what was also clear was, the Luka's getting paid Luka money, deservedly so. They didn't want to lose Austin Reeves because, LeBron's not going to play forever. You've got a guy under your control. You have the ability to extend him. You do. Is Austin Reeves overpaid? Yes. Let's just be clear. Yes, he's overpaid, but it's a matter of, was somebody else going to offer him that money and you would lose him, which you weren't prepared to do because you're losing LeBron one way or the other due to age and whatever. So I think in a sense, they really were put in a position where their only chance of keeping LeBron James was LeBron James taking some sort of deal to stay because they wouldn't have had the money to fill out a roster with what they're paying their quote unquote future in Luka and Austin Reeves. Now, LeBron James has since made it known he's willing to play for less for other teams, which again, I think is totally fair. And here's why. If I'm going to take a pay cut, okay, why am I taking it for you guys? What did I do but come here, get you a championship, be great, and now you guys want me to take a pay cut? If I'm going to take a pay cut, why wouldn't I just join a better team and take a pay cut? Because here's the thing. The Lakers weren't that good last year. They're not going to be that good this year. All the moves they made, they're not cracking the top 4 of the Western Conference. They made a second round last year. Does anybody think they're making the Western Conference Finals this coming year?
I guess my question for him is, why not just retire?
Because he can still play?
I guess from a fan standpoint, from a guy who obviously, I got him writing back of me. What's going to annoy me, and it's already started, it would instantly, and I don't engage with it, but it's still there. Now this constant LeBron narrative, changing teams and all this, it's like it'll never die. Now, especially, whereas but by the way, like this is just from a LeBron fan standpoint. It's like but I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying I just don't want to hear idiots ramble.
Yeah, but he already went from Cleveland to the Heat to Cleveland to the Lakers. They had all the people who want to,
but he won a title on each of those teams,
right?
So yeah, like the counter is like everywhere he's gone, minus the Cavs' first run, which whatever, he's played on 3 teams. He's played on 3 teams.
Yeah, 3 different franchises. Yeah.
Point is, he's won a title with each of those franchises.
Yeah.
Not only has he won a title, he's been the best player. He's been the MVP of all 4 of those titles. Right? So it's not a question when we talk about legacy, what he does. We all know when he leaves those teams, they go
right
completely shit. Like they get completely shitty.
But again, we live in a world where if you don't think LeBron James is the GOAT, it's because you think Michael Jordan is. Michael Jordan left his team, went to a team at the end of his career, was awful. Team missed the playoffs. So why would that affect your legacy?
Well, I'm not saying. Well, look, I also cringe at the, and I don't think, and we've already discussed this in depth because LeBron's just playing at such a better level than Jordan ever did at this point of his career. Jordan never got to this point of his career because he was retired. for the third time or whatever. My point is, like, I like, you look at the Jordan Wizards days, you're like, what is this? Same thing. And I'm not saying we're there yet. It's just like, you and I both know if LeBron gets the title with a different team, these people are going to be so insufferable.
Who gives a shit? They're already. I would say that they couldn't be more insufferable than they currently are.
That I beg to differ. I think they can be.
We live in a world where people will get on the internet and tell you Kobe Bryant's better than LeBron James.
I know, they're insane. They're mentally ill.
Yeah. We live in a world where people criticize. We live in a world where people criticize what LeBron James did with the Lakers. Lakers fans.
I know.
I sent you a tweet today. I don't know if you loaded it up, but the tweet was essentially LeBron James' career just as a Laker. Just as a Laker. If LeBron James started and ended his career when he started with the Lakers and ended with the Lakers, he's probably a Hall of Famer. 12,000 points, 3,800 assists, 3,600 rebounds, 552 steals, and 297 blocks in 8 seasons with the Lakers. There are 36 others in NBA history who hit all 5 of those marks for their entire career. Most of them are in or will be in the Hall of Fame. And if you zoom in on it, like the guys that are on that list who are not in the Hall of Fame, like the last guy on that list is like Ron Harper. You know what I mean? But like that, I think that's a list of 37 or 40 guys right there or whatever. Like 32 of them are in the Hall of Fame, and 5, then there's a bunch of guys who are, active players. So the idea of a Lakers fan to be critical of what LeBron James did, like, that's the world we live in. What are we talking about?
It's all just ring counters. That's all it is.
But again, the ring counters. Michael Jordan's tied for 10th all time in rings. Kobe Bryant's tied for 14th.
No, look, I agree with you. I'm not we all know I'm not disagreeing. I'm just like, you say insufferable, and I'm just like, obviously I was scrolling through some things when it was announced yesterday, and I'm going, oh God, these people, they just are insufferable.
You know why? I've done this. I've done the psych eval before on fan bases. Listen, we'll get to Philly in a little bit. I've talked about it. Philly people come from Philly people, come from people who like gave up in Pennsylvania. Like you have generation of loser blood, So it's not even necessarily your fault that you act like this, but you act like this, The psych eval that I'm doing on the response to LeBron leaving, you know why people are really upset LeBron's leaving? They know he's going to make a team better. They know he's going to give a team a chance to win a championship. Lakers fans are so glad he's gone is the crying behind the smiley mask meme. I will say something right now. If you're out there and you're listening to this show, you have until LeBron James signs somewhere to take me up on this. But I will wager that LeBron James' new team will be better, will go further next year than LeBron James' old team.
Yeah, I don't think that's great because he's gonna go somewhere that can win though.
Oh, crazy, right? Like they got into the second round last year. So they finished, in the top 8 of the league. So without Luka, so like he was on a good team. The only difference for LeBron and everybody's sucking off the Lakers moves. And by the way, the Lakers made some okay moves.
What do you think of the trade?
The trade for the guy from Utah?
Yeah, the injury-riddled homeboy, big white guy.
Sure. Listen, I like the Lakers moves. Also, The Spurs are better than the Lakers. OKC's better than the Lakers. Minnesota's really throwing themselves for a fucking loop, but Denver's probably still better than the Lakers unless they make a crazy move. Where are the Lakers realistically in the West? In the West, let alone what's happening in the East.
Yeah.
I mean, Vegas will tell you. Vegas is updating these odds with every single one of the trades.
I'm going to pull it up.
But the thing is, that's why the psych eval on the people who are upset about it is that deep down, they know LeBron James is going to make a team better.
Lakers are currently 6th to be the Western Conference winner.
It's a Western Conference winner.
Behind OKC, San Antonio, Minnesota, Denver, Golden State.
And they only have Golden State there. Only have Golden State there
because LeBron might go there.
Because Vegas doesn't want to get burned by LeBron going there.
You know, is it a personal thing? Is it a vendetta? Is it like a Tom Brady at the end going, like with the Patriots? I'll show you guys. I'm gonna go win a title somewhere else.
I mean, I think I think the guy just loves playing basketball. I think he's healthy enough and fit enough to still play at an extremely high level. And I think he knows, even just on what happened with the Lakers last year, in two different regards. One, in the second half of the season, he took a back seat, became the third guy, helped them win. Prove to them I can be that role on your team. Okay. Then got to the playoffs. Both of the top two guys went out. He took them to the second round by himself.
Where's he go?
I have no clue at this point. I've heard Golden State. I've heard the Spurs. I've heard, now we have teams putting it. I've heard Miami. Now we have teams that are making moves in the East where you're like, does he take a minimum and play with the Sixers? Does he? I can't imagine him going to Philly. I think that would be incredibly dumb. But listen, if I had to wager right now, I'd wager on Golden State, then Miami, and then the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs have the money.
It'd be wild if he went back to Miami too.
Yeah. But that's what I said when we talked about the Giannis trade. Like, Norman Powell is now gone and signed elsewhere. Like, they feel like they're leaving room for him, especially if he is willing to take some sort of lesser deal, which he's already done once before, to go to Miami. I'm sure he has a house there. I'm sure he's comfortable. I'm sure it's a turnkey new life there.
Is Bronny part of this deal? Is Bronny James part of this deal?
He's golfing all the time. You want to talk about golf? Jesus Christ. Florida is the golf capital of America.
Is Bronny coming?
I have no idea.
Is this a twofer?
I believe there was a lot of talk, because everybody fucking hates LeBron James, that he waited until whatever to announce, because that's when Bronny's contract got guaranteed and blah, 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 blah. But I don't know if I believe any of that.
Why don't they just start a podcast? Two dads, one mic. Is Bronny a dad yet?
Two James,
one mic.
Two James, one NBA Cup.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird seeing him in a different jersey. It wasn't weird seeing him in a Lakers jersey. Wizards, follow Jordan.
The Wizards would love to, but they gave Trae Young $212 million. So they cannot.
Yeah. Craziness. Okay, we got some other things happening. We got a lot of things happening. Jaylen Brown traded within the conference to the
It's
Philadelphia
in the
76ers.
division.
In the division, yeah. It's kind of wild.
Not only is it wild, but the Celtics obviously got them to a point where Jaylen Brown, I don't know if there was like a no contact, like I don't know where it got emotionally or communication wise, but as soon as they dangled him for Giannis, it felt like he was gone one way or the other. And they must have felt some way about the communication that they were having him, because they took a fucking terrible deal. They got fucking, and listen, I understand that Brad Stevens is like a very smart basketball guy and an executive, which is why the only explanation for it is, hey, we're fucked if he stays. At some point, we're going to have to pull a trigger on a deal. Everybody knows that we're desperate. But by God, did they get fucking swindled? I mean, when you look at what the Clippers got for Kawhi, when you look at what anybody gets for anybody at this point, the Celtics got Paul George and a poo-poo platter.
2 first-round picks, 2028, 2031, and 2 second-round picks in 2028, 2030.
Paul George and some picks?
I mean, Jaylen Brown, you know, when did you win that MVP? How many seasons ago was that? Finals MVP?
2, 3 full years? Like,
so what happened? What happened in Boston?
What happened in Boston is Jason Tatum went out. Jaylen Brown, in a year where they had counted them out as a lottery team,
They played great.
led them to the 2 seed. And he was like, you're sure I'm not the best player on this team? And the second Jason Tatum got back, they began catering to Jason Tatum. They immediately lose a series that they shouldn't have lost. Jason Tatum doesn't play in the game 7 of that series.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown gets MVP votes. And then after the season of him carrying the team for the injured guy who comes back and gets injured, they immediately dangle him for Giannis. When again, and I said, listen, Jason Tatum, when healthy, is better than Jaylen Brown. When healthy is a fucking big caveat to throw in there.
Yeah.
But I will say, like I said before on this show, going back a couple months now, are they so different that you're not even going to consider the offers, the great offers that you would get for Jason Tatum in comparison to the mediocre ones, or in this case, dog shit ones that you're going to get for Jaylen Brown?
Well, you know, it is interesting again, like you're saying, how they played with Tatum. And also, again, when they win the title, he's the MVP. He played great during that playoff run a few years ago when they won.
I
don't know, man.
My feelings on this come from a Knicks standpoint. Okay. So if I'm the Knicks, I'm in first place of Mario Kart. I'm driving around. I'm fucking toady. I'm leading the fucking thing. There's a big 1 in my corner. Right? And I keep peeking over my shoulder. And there's the Celtics Bowser. I'm like, oh, fuck. He's right behind me. Like, he doesn't even need a star. He doesn't even need a red shell. This dude could probably take me out with a well-timed, like, front shooting banana. Right? And I'm looking at him. And then they do a trade. And way back in, like, 6th place is the Sixers. But the Sixers come up and they hit the Celtics with a red shell. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened? But I'm seeing now the Sixers pull up, but I'm also like, yeah, they're closing ground, but they're not right where the fucking Bowser just was. He was right behind me. The Celtics, as an organization, with Brown and Tatum, were a championship winning team just a couple years ago. Then they made an extreme, like we've talked about the NBA recently and teams adjusting themselves specifically to beat other teams. So the Timberwolves created a team to beat the Nuggets. They did. They couldn't fucking beat anybody else. Now the Nuggets aren't the class of the Western Conference anymore. And the Timberwolves find themselves in a weird position where they're like, we're built to beat the Nuggets, but the Nuggets weren't even in the fucking Western Conference Finals. What do we do about all these guards the Spurs have, all these guards the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder have? And that's why they pivoted their move. The Knicks, just a couple years ago, built to beat the Boston Celtics with Jaylen Brown, with Jason Tatum. They get the Wingstop boys. They get OG Anunoby. They get Mikal Bridges. They get whatever. And then who do they get got by? They get got by Indiana because they weren't built to beat Indiana. Well, now the Celtics made an incredibly savvy move this morning by poaching Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks because they're trying to beat the Knicks. Not only do the Knicks adjust themselves in this postseason to be a team where Karl Anthony Towns is the hub, the Celtics go and get a guy who fucking spends every other day guarding Karl Anthony Towns in practice, knows what the Knicks do on offense, knows what the Knicks are saying in the locker room, knows what the Knicks X's and O's are. They go and they get him. And then their next move after that is to take the shittiest deal I've ever seen for Jaylen Brown to bring in Paul George and some picks. So to me, I'm now looking over my shoulder and I'm like, well, there's Luigi, but Bowser just dropped back because he got hit with a fucking red shell. And yeah. You know, the other guys are getting a little bit closer. But like the guys that were right on my tails getting taken out, even if the other guys are coming up a little, I'm like, at least we have some fucking breathing room. I hate that Philadelphia immediately gets better. But I'm also not as worried about Philadelphia as I was about Boston because Philadelphia is built around Joel Embiid, who very regularly doesn't play basketball.
What about some of these other moves?
Let me just conclude on that before we go. My biggest fear in the East as a Knicks fan, Andy, what's my biggest fear in the East?
Toronto?
No, the Heat getting LeBron James. And I'm not kidding. And I'm not being take Joe Prano, LeBron superfan, and set him aside and focus on Joe Prano, Knicks fan. Joe Prano, Knicks fan, fears LeBron James going to Miami far more than I fear the Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum, the ghost of Paul George, and Mitchell Robinson. More than I fear the ghost of Joel Embiid, a Twitch streamer and VJ Edgecombe surrounding Tyrese Maxey, and the ghost of Kawhi Leonard. To Toronto, the deal the Clippers got, another great deal. Like they got so much for Kawhi Leonard, who didn't. Like, what did Kawhi Leonard elevate the Clippers in the? Kawhi Leonard came, I think, after what, the 2019 season, and the Clippers did what?
They did nothing.
They did nothing. So Kawhi improves the Toronto Raptors for sure, but does it improve the Toronto Raptors where the Toronto Raptors are scaring me as
Damn, he's 34, huh?
Bro, he's 34. His knees are 106. They had to move him out of the country because of his completely illegal aspiration deal. The last time he smiled was at his press conference. He doesn't play.
Yeah.
What's hilarious is we're talking about Jason Tatum. We're talking about Giannis. We're talking about Kawhi Leonard. We're talking about all these guys. Embiid. Jaylen Brown plays. Jaylen Brown plays every goddamn game. Like, what's insane is the deals that are getting done. This is why Brad Stevens embarrassed himself. The deals that are getting done all around the league for guys who are just like, well, if this guy is his old self, are getting fucking huge hauls. And the guy who's like, he was 5th in the MVP voting last year. I got Paul George and a poo-poo platter of picks.
Bro, it's crazy to think Kawhi won his first finals MVP in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I forgot how old he was.
Now, listen, Kawhi is one of the great two-way players in basketball. He can score on every level. He's become a fantastic three-point shooter that can get his own three-point shot. His mid-range game is great. His inside game is great. He's a great defender. Also, he was on a Clippers team that didn't make the playoffs last year. Like, you can say anything you want about all the guys, but like the superstars, they had Jaylen Brown penciled into a fucking lottery pick last year. He was the 2 seed.
Yeah. So how do you think this shakes everything up? All these moves so far.
Listen, Toronto fixes a lot of their issues by getting Kawhi Leonard. But again, nothing that happened in the East. The East is going to be a tough conference next year. But I'm just taking this I'm sitting on my fucking throne as a champion, looking down at the rest of the kingdom. And I got to keep my eye on uprisings. And I'm not sending out my fucking knights to go check out any of these uprisings just yet, because I'm not really that scared. Toronto will be better. You know, Toronto probably could have a bounce here or a bounce there, been in, an Eastern Conference Finals this year. Maybe they will be next year, but we'll see. I mean, if I had to, let me just ask you this, Andy. If I said you get $1,000 for every game, Price is Right rules, you get $1,000 for every game Kawhi Leonard plays. You have to set the number. But if he doesn't get to that number, you get nothing. You get nothing if he doesn't get there. But you could say 70, and you could make $70,000.
50.
50?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just over half the season.
I know it is.
Right. So I'm saying, for what Toronto was last year, how good are they if their best player misses?
Well, I'm not. Look at his tenure in LA. 57, 52, 52, 68, 37, 65. I think I was pretty close by saying 50.
So this is my point. This is my point, Andy. Toronto is better in theory. It's the closest to a deal that I like for both teams as we've had thus far, except for the fact that look at what the Celtics got for Jaylen Brown. And then look at what you had to give up for Kawhi Leonard, who's better than Jaylen Brown if he plays. Honestly, my biggest, as a guy who's sitting on the throne, not where, like, Boston doesn't scare me because they got Mitchell Robinson, but the league in general scares me because we lost Mitchell Robinson, and that, of course, I always put on James Dolan, who's a fucking nitwit. Because we're not the Celtics, we're not the Lakers. We shouldn't be planning for fucking dynasties. Win the second one and then ride off into the sunset for fucking ever. Sell the goddamn team. Take your billions.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
No.
He brought Tyler to New York, dude, under his ownership.
And then immediately went into James Dolan mode and started talking about the second apron and letting fucking cult heroes leave.
I mean, so what do you pay a guy like that, though? You
well,
just pay him?
The Celtics paid him $14 million. Okay? Listen, there's no crying over spilled milk here. It's not really worth talking about, like, the shoulda, woulda, couldas. But you went and you re-signed Landry Shamet. You went and you re-signed
I thought his deal was 3 years, $47 million.
Yeah. So 15 and change?
Yeah, 15 and change. Anyway.
Right. So you went and signed Jose Alvarado. You went and signed Landry Shamet, which, by the way, I approve of that message. Keep this team intact as best you can. But Deuce McBride's contract in the coming year is $12 million. You didn't play him in the NBA Finals. I love Deuce. But you didn't play him in the NBA Finals. And you have a guy like you brought in Jose Alvarado in the middle of the year, and then Jose Alvarado got his run in the NBA Finals, and then you re-signed Jose Alvarado. Shamet, the sharpshooter, you signed him. Cool. I'm for it. Tyler Kolek's still there. Awfully loaded in sort of backcourt type positions. And you let Mitchell Robinson go. I would have found a way to probably try to do a Deuce deal since you didn't give him any NBA Finals run. He's young. Some team would probably like what he was able to do against Philly. He's a two-way player. And you go, listen, we love you, but because here's the thing. Do you give Mitchell Robinson $14.7 million or $15.7 million or whatever it is? No, probably not. But you can't ask a guy to take a pay cut to $6 million. But if you're the Knicks, can you ask him to take a pay cut to 12?
Yeah.
Can you ask him to take a pay cut to 12 and be like, I don't know if you know what things cost in New York, but you don't need to anymore because you're Mitchell Robinson and you just took a $3 million pay cut. You want a fucking luxury apartment? I'm sure someone will give one to you.
It's true.
So that's what I want. But again, no use. Like it was in the cards the whole time. But the Knicks don't have a backup behind Karl-Anthony Towns right now. And, the biggest fear is probably, having to face a Wemby again in an NBA Finals or having to face, look, whatever you want to say about Philly, you might have to play Embiid, even if it's 2 games out of the series that he plays. So, that is my number one concern for the Knicks. Philly got better. Toronto got better. Boston got worse. even with Mitchell Robinson, who is going to help them a lot, certainly with the Knicks. But the crazy part about the NBA free agency is like we're just getting started. Like we don't know where LeBron James is going to play next. Who else is going to move? John Morant's on the fucking Blazers. The Jailblazers are back, baby.
Yeah.
With Portland's fucking laws, I mean, John Morant could be the head of Antifa by the end of the week. Viva Ja.
Where's his career go, man? He had such a great trajectory. Well, I mean, that draft, what was it, him and Zion? Were those the first 2 picks?
And third was RJ Barrett.
Wow.
Who at this point inarguably has had the best career.
But man, Ja, like I said, Ja was off to such a good start.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, listen, change of scenery can do a lot. I don't root for Ja because
2 Ja's, 1 Mike, Ja Morant, Ja Rule podcast.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
It's murder.
Yeah. Ja Rule and Ja No Rules. But
I like it.
I think, listen, a change of scenery can do a lot for a guy. I was gonna say I rooted for Ja out of college because he's just so fun to watch.
He is fun to watch.
I don't root for him anymore because, listen, at some point you got to just be like, cool, you're NBA's Johnny Manziel or whatever. Like you just can't stop fucking up. But like he's such a talented guy that I'd love to see a resurgence in Portland. I'd love to see him get his act straight. I'd love to see it. Like, we always say everybody loves a comeback story. I don't tend to say I'm a Tiger Woods. Like everybody loves a comeback story in that sense. Like maybe stop fucking pulling your gun out every time. And the Instagram live shit.
We know the backstory. It's like, it's poser.
Yeah.
Thug shit.
Wangsta.
Yeah.
But he's a fun player when he's playing. So, and I've always liked Portland. I hope it works out. Now they also have an endless amount of guards. It didn't really seem to be a fit.
And a crazy owner.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about some of it, but
the cheapo owner.
Have you seen what happened with the coach, and have you followed it?
Yeah.
The weird deal that they have with the coach, and he's underpaid, and there's all these nothing's guaranteed. He's doing it year by year.
And we're talking about the new coach they signed.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they didn't sign Tiago Splitter, who turned them around and as an interim coach.
But he's only gonna give this guy, it's like a show me every year. So you can't get any traction. There's no guarantees. There's no leash at all.
The opposite of what Steve Cohen is doing with David Stern.
I want to see Ja hanging out with some of those Portland people.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be that.
The Birkenstock lesbian chick hanging out at a coffee shop.
We just talked about Demolition Man recently. I could see Ja Morant turning into a Dennis Leary from Demolition Man, where he's the leader of the mole people that live underground in Portland. I could see Antifa just embracing him immediately, and then being yeah, fuck gun laws, bro. Shoot him if you got him.
What were some other moves?
I mean, those were the biggies.
Those are biggies. Yeah, I can't think of any other stuff. It's I feel like it's a little more low key than normal. Which maybe because there's so much going on. I don't know.
You feel you feel like the NBA free agency is more low key than normal?
I know you're like LeBron. I know all this stuff.
Kawhi Leonard was traded. Ja Morant was traded. Jaylen Brown was traded. LeBron James is leaving the Lakers and is willing to pay for the league minimum, apparently.
I don't know.
This is low key.
I don't know.
I was literally just flashing this because I was like, it's so high key that I need to like get recalibrated here.
Yeah, grab a Miller Lite.
You don't have to tell me.
It's good. It's a good looking sign.
Ah, it's so beautiful.
I actually lit mine up tonight.
I like to keep my Miller Lite fridge very cold.
Well,
It does sometimes make it hard to open the bottle.
Yeah, the Miller Lite sign it gives a nice ambiance in my basement.
It's the best.
It's a great looking sign. It's a good pairing you have right there.
I have a window right in front of me, and I have blinds on the window, but I keep, especially when we do the late pods, I keep the window open to get a little light. And I sometimes wonder, I go, what do my neighbors think? They see a 46-year-old man with just like a glowing like, what's going on in that room with the basketball and the Knicks thing and the Miller Lite sign? And it's just like, just a guy living the best life in town.
Well, it's interesting that because Miller Lite is our MVP here at Dirty Sports. We've talked a lot about LeBron's MVPs, Kawhi's MVPs, Jaylen Brown. Like it's been a through line here in today's show, right? The MVP and guys who've won it and how important they've been on their teams, especially in championship run.
And what's insane, Andy, is that all of these MVPs, you don't know where they're going. Not like Miller Lite, you absolutely know where Miller Lite's going. And that's down my throat right now.
Down your gullet right now. Guys, speaking of MVP, we all have that one friend who makes every game better. Now it's time to give them their moment. Head over to any of Miller Lite's social media pages to learn more about being a Miller Time MVP. Now's your chance, dirtballs. You can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. So you head on over to their social media pages and get your MVP on. Nominate some MVPs in your life.
It's weird for me. I did go to that page and I nominated Miller Lite, and I was like, this is like the snake eating itself.
Meta.
Yeah.
Thought you were going to say you nominated yourself.
No. I should nominate myself because I'm the one that goes out and buys my Miller Lights.
You know who's not the MVP?
Who's that?
Malik Beasley.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your daughter.
Why did you think I was going to say that?
Because she got you sick. She's sick. You're late. Oh. She's sick. And most importantly, I'm as far as LVPs go, least valuable players. Sick, keeping you up, getting you sick, and not old enough to buy Miller Lite. Like, what are we talking about here? This kid useless.
Oh,
call me back when you turn 21. You can go get daddy's daddy juice.
Yeah, don't even get me started, bro. And that's about to get even worse come August 26th. I shouldn't say that.
Is that your due date?
It's your C-section scheduled date.
Oof.
We are right around the corner. But you see the good side. See, that's the problem, is you see the good stuff when they're great when people are around and, yada, yada, yada. It's like, oh, they're such sweet kids.
Listen, Andy. I'm a dog guy, right? You know me. I love dogs. Always been a dog guy. I walk other people's dogs, a dog sit, foster dogs, all the things. 3's too many. 3's too many. So, listen, I've met your daughters. We had a lovely time. I'm hoping that Isla's still talking about me. At this point, she's probably moved on to somebody else. It's fine. But 3's too many. So, Godspeed.
There's no turning back now, bro.
I know. I'm just saying. There's no turning back here either. But we're just going to have to slog through.
We come from big families.
Yeah. Different time. It really was. It was a different time. It was a different time.
I mean, it was.
It was like, it was cartoon shit. Our dads walked up and like flicked a guy like a gold coin. And they're like, I'll take that house there, see? And they're like, okay. How about a 75-year mortgage at 0.5% interest? He's like, you drive a hard bargain, but I shall take it.
Yeah, financially. Yeah. Oh, I know. Cue the Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
Joe Exotic meme. I don't know how I'm ever going to financially recover from this.
You're not.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll have to do what Malik Beasley was doing and get some sort of scam going, but I just can't get caught. Bro, these videos are amazing. This one's probably... Which one is this? I love the one. Is this during COVID where he just fucking hustles right down the court?
For a 2 at the end of a fucking game that's over?
This one. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. 7-point spread.
Look at this.
Beasley's going to get it off. One last shot. How about Beasley? 21 points.
Let me play that again. Bro. He never moved so fast in his life. Look at this.
Yeah. The guy that's running down the floor, is that Bones Highland or something like that, with his hands up, just being like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Let me see.
Who's like, I'm not going to foul him, but I just don't know what's happening here. Watch this. Right here. He's like, what the fuck? Like,
And then
just so you know, I'm not touching him.
There's this one. This is a...
Let's watch Malik Beasley
Oh, this guy's so annoying. This guy's voice.
throw his NBA career away. All right, so if you live under a rock, Malik Beasley got indicted today. So the indictment mentions 4 games, but I want to circle this one against the Clippers over 3.5 rebounds. This shit was fucking insane. So Beasley gets his 3rd rebound with 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. You know it's bad when you're boxing out. Look at this shit! He's boxing out Giannis for the rebound. And the little fella, well, he's not going to guard anybody. The only thing on his mind is grabbing a rebound. Who cares that it's a 2-point game with 7 minutes left? This guy has no interest, 0 interest in playing defense. All he wants is the rebound. So now we're under a minute, and Beasley still needs that rebound. And he's doing everything he can to get that rebound. Whether that means not guarding James Harden, whether that means running in Harden. Look at him here. He wants that board, man.
I thought this guy only does this for the men. This fat
So now we're
dude from
down to
Barstool,
24
this is crazy.
seconds. Beasley is going to pass this shot up. Pat Connaughton is going to shoot a 3. Beasley from 40 feet out is going to crash the boards. So the Clippers are going to advance the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot a 3 here. 14
Is this the
seconds
same
left,
game?
up by
No.
7. And Malik Beasley is going to fly out of the coal mines to get this rebound. And then look at his reaction when this ball goes in. He's like, fuck, man. And then Dame is going to be like, hello? The game is still going on, man. Wake the fuck up. It's not my fault. You're going to prison. And then we fast forward. The game is over. There are 8 seconds left. And Malik Beasley is going to get the biggest legacy rebound of his life. And he's going to cash his rebound over with
.3, bro. That's wild.
He did the other one at 0.4. Whatever he made, it couldn't have been worth the stress.
Well, apparently he was in like serious debt.
Yeah.
And they just were like, you're going to start throwing these games.
How does it even happen, man?
I don't know. You know how it happens, man. You see these guys just they don't know what they're doing, and the money that they're just wasting. I can't get over these videos of like what they spend their money on, and you're just like,
can I give any up and coming NBA players a piece of advice? Bottle service is like thousands of dollars. This is dozens of dollars, and for just a case of it, and it's way better. Miller Lite, how to not get in debt to the mob.
Also, my advice, dude, you grew up rough. You grew up, difficult. Like, I can't relate to that. So you want to buy some nice things? Cool. Like, but you don't got to buy for everybody in your family and your cousins. Like, that's my thing too. Right? Like, you take care of your mom, you take care of whatever, some immediate, like, you don't got to buy them all stuff.
Yeah.
You know them shit. Like,
hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah. It's wild when you see it. And to be honest, it's kind of sad. I've been watching these videos, like I said, where they show how they spent their first million. And it kind of depresses me. Because I know they go through symposiums, and I know they go through things. But it's almost like a drug addiction, truthfully.
Yeah.
It's like you just can't help yourself.
Your wife's got it. My wife's got it.
Oh, dude. They can't. They can't help themselves from buying stuff. It's not even like,
my wife does this thing where she gets paid and then immediately presses order on like a whole bunch of shit, and then gets to like a week out and she's like, God damn, where'd all my paycheck money go? I was like, oh, you pre-order, you had shit ready to order. You ordered it all the second you got paid. That's where it went. Did you not know that? I knew that. I watched you do it.
I mean, that's what these players are. They're these compulsive women buying stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't work. I asked the crowd when you were in town about if they knew about Bid FTA, which is based here in Cincinnati.
I was there. I think. Did you do it on both shows?
No, the first show.
Yeah, you did on first. I was in the room for that.
So, like, if I explain to you what Bid FTA is,
yeah,
right. I think I told you. Like, did we talk about on the show? You can bid on anything. It's wild. It's a whole thing. So, like, Brittany bought this nail gun because I don't know what she was trying to do. Like, something with
put up drywall, I assume.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we're trying to, we got to redo, basically, kind of. I say redo, whatever, paint, do some basic things on to the rooms. So her brother, who's handy and is in that world, he came over. I didn't even ask questions. I didn't even know it was a nail. I didn't even know what she had. I don't know about you. I just stopped. I stopped asking questions. I don't open. I never have opened a single package. I don't ask questions. The only thing is I complain about the spend, and I complain about the stuff. We don't need this stuff. So her brother's like out in our deck, and he's like testing it out. He's like, this thing, it doesn't work. She's like, yeah, I couldn't get it to work. He's like, I don't think it's safe either. He's like, why'd you buy it? He's looking at the brand. It's like some just like made up brand. It's a Temu nail gun. Nail gun.
Post cereal nail gun.
It's a post cereal.
Did it have Mark McGuire and just a red cap on it? It had Tim Raines on it.
It
had
Sammy
just a navy
Sosa when he was black.
It was the Tim Raines. It was the Nails Raines nail gun. That was the Lenny Dykstra nail gun.
So he's like, you shouldn't. this thing, like, you have little kids too, like, and then she goes, she's like, well, it was only $16 on Bid FTA. And him and I are both looking at her, go, it's not even about the like, why did you buy it too? You don't need it. But I looked at her, I go, you say it's, I go, it is only 16, but I go, we can play that game. That could have been towards whatever. Like, I'm just saying, like, why are we buying a nail gun? And guess what? It's still just sitting out. It's still just sitting on our deck now from Saturday. Just sitting there. It doesn't work.
Now you can't just like re-put it on Bid FTA or whatever it is.
It's just gone. Like she bought like a prime example. She bought a garbage can, like, they specialized garbage cans for diapers. And we really like the one Molly has. She wanted to get a second one. They're overpriced, but whatever. She's like, it had dent in it. So it was only $6. And I thought I could hit the dent out with a mallet, and like neither of us could get it out. So it's just like a pretty big dent in a garbage can.
But also, who cares? So
that's what I said. She's like, these are regular.
I mean, you also got your husband cheap because he was dented. So
yeah, exactly. Dent on dent crime, exactly. So I was like, what do these normally cost? She's like, this would be like a $40 garbage can at Target. I said, so then who cares? She's like, well, it's going to be in the new baby's room. I go, it still can be in the new baby's room. She's
yeah,
like,
put it in the corner with the dent against the wall.
Yeah, she goes, where it's dented. I'm like, it's a garbage can for diapers.
Yeah. It holds shit. Holds human shit.
Literally, that's what it's going to hold.
Yeah.
Who cares how it looks?
Oscar the Grouch's garbage can's dented too. He lives in there.
Yeah. He's got a girl too?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that. I was watching Sesame Street with my kids the other day. I was like, Oscar's got a side
John
piece?
Morant's going to be in a threesome with him soon in the sewers of Portland. There's a terrible old racist phrase, and rich. You'd hear that growing up, like he's N rich. I think we need to change that immediately to Karen rich. That's when a Karen just like.
But I think that was created within the black community, was it not?
Oh, I'm sure it was. But Karen rich, this is like, man, you get your money and you just go hog wild on Amazon. You just like, next thing you know, you're throwing pickleball. You're throwing pickleball games to pay off the mob.
100%, man. Yeah, no doubt. Speaking,
keep adopting dogs. I'm like, can't afford the dogs you have. What do you mean you're adopting another dog?
Yeah.
Well, look at him. He's sad. He doesn't have a home. Yeah, neither are you. If you adopt any more of these fucking dogs.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. At least I can get snipped to stop having kids. Like, at least I can end that, which is going to happen, by the way. Not the day the kid's born. I'm like my barber's friend. Great lie. Good segue to talk Diana Rossini when you're bringing up Karen's. She's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like,
so now the story, I'm not going to play the full 7-minute video, but now the body cam footage was released about her with the cop and talking about the coaches she knows. And so now she never actually FaceTimed. So now the New York Times has to retract that part of the story because I don't know if you noticed, she had gone on podcasts talking about it. So she had confessed to that, but she had lied.
Right.
But now we have body cam footage of her trying to brag to a cop who's a Vikings fan about, Kevin.
But she before she tries to play every card. She tries to play like the Bills card, the Giants card, the Jets card. Like she's like,
oh yeah. And again, I'm not going to play all of this, but here's, since we've been following this pretty closely, here's the exchange about KOC.
Can you see the name?
Oh my God, KOC?
See what I said? Look what I said to him though just now. Go to the bottom.
Oh my God. Wow. Pretty cool.
And this cop is such a fucking Ned Flanders. Gee golly.
Honestly, though, there's part of it where I'm like, like, because she started, when you watch the whole thing, she starts, he's like, honestly, I'm not a anything fan, just like blah, 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 blah. Like, this bitch will not let him. She's like, come on, you got to like somebody in the NFL. I have everybody's name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I didn't watch the full thing. No.
Okay, in the beginning, oh my God, bro, it's so cringe. You would fucking, like, in the beginning, she's like, you know I was speeding? And he's like, no. And she's like, you didn't hear the news? She's like, the Bills just fired McDermott. You know who I was on the phone with? And he's like, no, I don't know anything. I have no idea what you're talking about. She's like, I was on the phone with Dable. He wants the job. And he's like, okay. She's like, you're not a Giants fan? And he's like, no. She's like, Jets? He's like, no. He's like, actually, I'm a Vikings fan. And she's like, oh, hold on. That's how she gets the KOC.
That's so cringe.
And then she says, JJ McCarthy sucks. Did you get to that part?
Let's get to that. Hold on. Hold up here. Nope. Nope. Whatever. We can just do this.
See the name?
My God. Wow. Pretty cool.
Dude, I love the Vikings, though. They're awesome. Chaos is awesome.
Yeah. He seems like a good
Your
dude.
quarterback sucks, though.
Yeah. So he's got to get it. He's got to fix it. He's got to turn it around or someone else is going to get him. What is...
He doesn't care.
Do you have your registration as well?
He doesn't care. He's like, your quarterback sucks.
Yeah. He's like, bitch, I'm trying to do my job.
All right. Now you got me. Now you got me one.
You just got what from like the pulled over part. Like she immediately goes into it.
All right, let's pull it
I mean,
up.
he's barely talking before she's trying to drop NFL shit on him.
That's so cringe, dude.
He's like, oh, do you want to know who I was talking to? He's like, what, bitch, what are you talking about?
All right, here it is. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Officer Bernard, would you please be
Is this New Jersey?
Yeah.
She's on her phone.
Yeah.
Put on my body camera. Can I just get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, please?
Put me on my phone.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to care. I'm an NFL reporter.
Oh my God. Out the gate. It's literally, do you know who I am at a club?
Yeah.
Just broke that Sean McDermott got fired from the Bills, and that is what I was just sending to send a tweet. I was going to pull over because I have to make calls.
Okay.
I know you don't care, but I'm just letting you know my reason why.
Okay.
It was a work thing, and it was an emergency for what I do.
For what I do.
I have a more updated license, but just take that so you know I'm not like some crazy person, but you know.
Oh, you're fucking crazy, all right.
I hear you.
Thank you.
And I've never gotten to
I like, here's what I just don't get. Again, I go back to like, I've always just liked Vrabel overall. She's just so obnoxious and annoying, dude. What do you see?
She's one of the most annoying people I've ever seen.
Like
every
clip that
time
we're seeing.
I see her, I'm just like, shut up.
That's what I'm saying. She's that chick at a party here, like it's Jim Carrey at the bar in Dumb and Dumber. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He's like, shut up. I don't care. Like, that's what it is.
Okay. So, obviously, you were on your phone for a while, right? I was on when you went under the underpass, right? On Garber Square. I was by Library Place, so you're on your phone there. I got behind you, right by Whole Foods. You continue to be on your phone, right? I understand you have a job.
of all times. It's like no one expected you, football head.
Yeah.
Like I'm shocked that they fired me. I cannot believe it. You know who was on the
He
What?
literally
This is where she's. You know who I was on the phone with?
poet?
Who?
Brian Gable, because he lost the job.
Oh, okay.
I think this guy has no clue who she's talking about.
I agree. He's like,
playing-
I'm a
he's
Vikings
playing-
fan. I don't know.
Are you a fan of Giants or Jets?
I'm not a fan of either. So.
What is your team?
I'm a Vikings fan, unfortunately. Let's see it.
He's too nice.
Can you see the name?
Oh my God, KOC?
See what I said? Look what I said to him though.
Look what I said to him. I said, "Do you want to see my pussy later?"
Oh my God! Wow, pretty cool.
I love the Vikings. They're awesome. KOC's awesome.
Yeah,
you see what I
he
said
seemed
to
like
him?
a
I said, "Who are you starting this week? If you tell me, I'll show you my pussy."
I mean, this is unbelievable.
Quarterback sucks though.
Yeah, so he's got to get it. He's got to fix it. He's got to turn it around, or someone.
Guy has no clue. He's just being.
You know what the worst part about it is? Like it's still sports ball girl. It's still the girl that you're at like a party and she's like, I love football. I'm a huge Giants fan. You're like, here we go.
Yeah,
I like Jameis. I think he's so funny. I think he should play. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself if you don't walk away from me right now.
Also gonna get him. What is? Do you have your registration as well? That's what I was gonna ask next. Is like, have you ever gotten points, anything like that? No. All right.
Did she?
You heading home now?
Get a ticket here? Like they say, she name drops her way out of a ticket. But like I didn't get to the end.
He lets her off. Let's see.
Okay. And
So I know I got it.
yeah, so update
You
that.
need a real ID too, right?
So
No, like the new.
because it says not for real ID purposes. Yeah, it's a pain, but you do have to get that.
I swear it's not an excuse. I literally can't get an appointment.
Jesus, shut up.
I'm not sure, honestly. And everyone hates going to the DMV.
It's just for flying. You don't need a real ID to drive your car down a fucking New Jersey highway. Talking about sending your fucking tit pics to Sean McVay.
But it's one of those things like you have to do. Listen, I'm going to cut you a break on the cell phone. I understand your job requires you to be on the phone a lot. Just try to wait till you get home, okay? And
Or pull over, you dumb bitch.
So, yeah, keep me updated with the Vikings, okay? Let me know if KOC is going to get a new quarterback in. Of course.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right, man.
she just plugged her Twitter.
Take care.
This guy.
And later on, he came home and totally was cucked by a player from the Vikings.
Meanwhile, the black sideline reporter, he would have shot her.
I shouldn't laugh. Did I tell you what Eiler?
Do you know who she's a fucking? You know who I am? Shoots her.
Justin Jefferson takes him out. You just took out Justin Jefferson. I don't want to end this on a sad note, but I gotta say, because we're talking football. Oh my God, the Chris Johnson thing, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's wild.
Did you watch any of the interview?
I didn't.
Oh my God, dude. I was like, tough for me to watch. He can't even talk now.
Yeah.
He's just moving his eyes. A year ago, he's like playing with his kids.
Yeah. ALS is fucking crazy.
It is the worst of the worst. I mean, it was so. I watched the full interview.
And from the way I understand it, like it has zero effect on your brain, right? Like it's all a physical thing. Like you're fully still there. Like these guys are fully.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I think so. I think that like you're literally trapped in your body type of thing.
Oh,
where it's
I didn't
like
know that.
That's why like the Steve Gleason thing back in the day. Remember he did his big interview like through the computer machine and shit.
Well, that's what.
Yeah.
Well, the technology's so good. They recorded his voice. They recorded his voice. Like ahead of time, so it's like he's talking. but he's literally just going.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand how the eye movements, how it can connect what you're thinking.
No, I think you're like, I think it's kind of like I don't know the specifics of it, but I mean, I think it's something to the similar to like if you looked at your keyboard right now and like spelled out your name by like looking at where the letters are, it could like do that. You know what I mean?
But I don't know if you saw it. You probably didn't see it. Like there was an interesting discussion that Strahan didn't ask him anything football related, and could this have caused it? And there was a huge discussion back and forth from people
and all that
of like on both sides of like you what's his face went off on his socials. Jeff Pearlman. Which then
went off on his socials that like they didn't.
Yeah, his thing was
subject at all.
His thing was like, and then that got picked up by a lot of people, and then then it turned into a discussion from what Jeff Pearlman was saying of like he was citing studies.
Yeah.
Jeff Pearlman was
that
of contact sports.
There's a link.
Yeah, and then everybody's like, "Look, man," he basically said, "Look, I know Strahan's not a quote unquote journalist, but like in this space, you're not helping. You're not helping things." Which I agree with. His point was like, we can't just.
First of all, in some regards, he is a journalist, but also even if you would say like he didn't go to journalism school, thus he doesn't know this and this and this aspect of it. Every single person that produced the piece did.
Yeah.
So you can fucking. That's still a journalistic failure by somebody not to be like, because I guarantee you Michael Strahan didn't write all his own fucking questions.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, it's like a tough 7 minutes, and you're like, and it is shocking, like, we're not going to even touch on a 9-year vet who rushed for 2,000 yards, who was, hit a lot, not that big. It's just an awful disease, regardless.
I saw a post today about, it was on Twitter, should the NFL require the whatever caps? Extend them. And our boy Sean Merriman just like posted like 3 ninja no's. And even that, I was like, I get it. I get that you're saying no, but we like Sean. I like Sean, but even, and again, Sean's not a journalist or whatever. He's just like a former NFL player that runs like a MMA company or whatever. But even when I read it, just like to be like, I was like, it feels wrong just to respond with like, nah.
Well, the question is,
like, where it's just like, hey,
who are you protecting?
Yeah, but it's just like, hey, yeah, and then it's also just like, hey, football's a dangerous sport, and we all know what we are getting ourselves into,
which is fine
when we play it, and right. But just to be like, no, I was like, feels a little tone deaf.
Yeah. Well, especially after watching that, especially after how many of these guys are we going to see?
Yeah.
You think, I mean, I don't know. You think it's just a coincidence?
Bro, how many times have I said it in the history of the time of us doing this podcast? If OJ happened today, they'd immediately say CTE.
By the way, he's not getting into the new Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I know. That's wild.
Which to me, I'll be honest, I feel like we all know my opinion. I mean, we you can't say him. He's off camera. OJ's. My opinion is like, it's football stuff.
Kobe's got 2 statues. Ray Lewis has a statue.
Yeah, now they didn't kill. I mean, well, Ray Lewis is connected to a double murder. I don't think he did the stabbing though.
No.
So I mean, it is a little different. He does run a mean cameo now.
I know it's a little different, but I'm just saying they have statues.
No, I agree.
They're not just like names in a ring. Kobe's got 2 statues.
I didn't know he had 2.
2. OJ, not convicted. Kobe, not convicted. Me, not convicted. Jameis hosts a kid show where he plays a Belgian guy and speaks French. So
it's the same. He didn't leave in free agency, NBA free agency for you guys instead of Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Put him on another squad. Yeah, it's just the whole thing is just I don't know. Like it's like again, he played
somewhere. Ray Caruth's like, yeah, what the fuck?
I think he just got out.
Did he?
I think he got out. Let me see here.
People are probably like, who the fuck is Ray Caruth?
He got out in 2018.
Wow. He's got out. He got out pre-COVID, dog.
18, only served 18 years. How does that happen?
No.
And she was 8 months pregnant. Oh.
OJ was always out.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would be different. I wonder if the Ring of Honor conversation would be different if OJ was around. When you know the juice is going to get on Twitter. OJ Simpson here. Want to talk about this Ring of Honor?
When can we get an AI just to do that? Can we?
Yeah. Hey everybody, it's the Juice Man. You know what it is.
I mean, dude, these. I'll tell you what. You know, we always say in comedy, or just in general, does it hold up? His Twitter holds up, bro.
Hey man, Team OJ here. You know, a lot of talk about me not getting in the new Buffalo Ring of Honor. And I just want to say I'm okay with it. You know, it sounds like when they open the stadium, they're going to invite a lot of the people back. And I just don't want to go. I live down here in Florida. It's too cold. And if we're being honest, I don't got any gloves. You guys get it?
The last video he posted was before the Niners Chiefs Super Bowl. This was February 11th, 2024. Let's see what we got.
Hey, X-World, it's me, yours truly. Boy, what a beautiful...
I mean, what a way to open. Hey, X-World, it's yours.
He quickly made the adjustment from Twitter. He was already, hey, X-World.
X-World, it's yours truly.
It's yours truly, OJ, in my Ted Ginn jersey. Like, what the fuck is he wearing?
What day it is here in Las Vegas. Even though the game is indoors, it wouldn't have mattered, but still, it's nice to have a beautiful day like this.
What? Dear God, what are you talking about?
Hey, let me take a moment to say thank you to all the people who reached out to me. My health is good. I mean, obviously.
This is his last video.
I mean, this guy, here's what's about OJ. I'll give him credit. He lied until the end. I mean, he literally never stopped lying, saying he didn't do it, saying his health was good.
My health is good. Ain't that right, Cato? You've been here the whole time. Ain't I healthy? Wasn't I just running around doing jumping jacks? Cato, say I was doing jumping jacks.
It's amazing that OJ stuck to the lies until his last breath.
I know that dirty rat bastard Mark Furman out there saying I ain't doing jumping jacks, but he a racist liar.
Some issues, but hey, I think I'm just about over it, and I'll be back on that golf course.
Here's the thing, anyone else I wouldn't laugh. This guy's a piece of shit, so you gotta laugh. I think I'm just over it. There's literally, he's hooked up to a fucking IV. He's got an oxygen tank behind him. Like, come on.
A couple of weeks, but it was very nice hearing from you and hearing those good positive words. Thank you. Now, as far as the game goes, obviously my prediction, and it's not hope, I'm basing it on who's on the field. I see a
his right arm is not moved the whole time.
Win by the 49ers. And that, as I said, that's not hope. I'm basing that on the quality of the players that are on the football field. So who's going to be MVP? Purdy, McCaffrey. Of course, if KC wins, it'll probably be Mahomes. But I'm predicting number 19. And I'm not talking about Johnny Unitas.
He didn't even say Unitas, right? He said Unitas. He threw an N in there.
In any event.
I love how OJ laughs at himself. Remember when I slaughtered my ex-wife and then that waiter? Those were some good times.
Well, we got a few more hours and we'll know. Please, I hope you're with friends, the ones who are not going to the game. And, hey, it should be a great game because all the great players that are involved. Hey, God bless, take care, and I hope your team win. If your team is the 49ers.
Wait, what?
God bless. Take care.
Bro. So then the next tweet after
and
that.
And remember, if the Niners don't win, I'm going to kill Ted Ginn.
The next tweet is his family announcing he died.
Ah, man.
That's precisely 2 months later. Man, his following has dropped. Guys, I didn't unfollow him. Why'd you guys unfollow Juice? Why'd you guys unfollow Juice?
You just unfollow just in case Ghost of Juice tweets.
Again, with AI, here's the thing. His family's got to just lean into it.
Hello, X World. Ooh, I'm coming to you from the afterlife.
His bio
I'm a ghost because my last video, neither of my arms was working, but now I'm doing ghost hands. Ooh.
His bio says, "Hello, Twitter world. It's yours truly. If you don't see it here, I didn't say it." It's unbelievable. Oh my God. I love seeing who he's following. Oh man. Who's following DeMar Hamlin? I'm just scrolling through the random. A lot of like former players. Oh man, really? Oh, he was following Chris Johnson of the 50 people he was following.
Oh man.
Bro.
Now I'm wondering if OJ did it to him. I'm saying.
AP, Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson, Terrell Davis, Jamal Lewis, following a lot of former running backs. Oh man. Justin Simpson. That's his son, right?
That's his son who did the murders that he was with.
So his Twitter bio is real estate, home investing. Honesty is giving your word. Integrity is keeping it. Dude, these people are insane. I mean, we're talking about honesty and integrity. It's always fascinating to see like what these guys posted. I mean, is there a surprise on this? Bro, do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a response that he did?
Who, Justin or
Yeah,
OJ?
Justin. Somebody posted thoughts on this take. If Kobe was with Tim instead of Shaq, then there wouldn't be any tension or drama. Tim has no ego. They would easily win 7 together. Justin responded, "What if the moon was your car and Jupiter was your hairbrush?" What? He's responding to his dad's Twitter videos too. Okay, I'm out of this.
All I want in my fantasy, people always say fantasy football. I'm always like, fantasy football should be a lot more wild than that. In my fantasy football, OJ is coming in with a knife, and Diana Rossini is like, wait. You know who I was on the phone with? He's like, bitch, I don't care.
I'm saying if OJ's on Cameo, maybe we can get his ghost.
Ooh, hello, Cameo world. It's me, OJ, coming to you from hell. It's hot down here. Not as hot as it was when I lived in Vegas, if you know what I mean.
All right, guys, we're coming up in 2 hours, and I'm on no sleep as usual. 859-832-0478. That's the hotline. Give us a shout.
Follow me at Joe Prano on all social media. Come see the show. A bunch of stuff coming around in and around Los Angeles in the next couple months. And give more stories a listen. We're also on Substack. So if you follow us on Substack here at Dirty Sports, go and check out Jay's show. We do a little sports talk tomorrow on the mini episode that we do. And I tell Jay that I don't like Derek Jeter, and he loses his shit. So, little Dirty Sports, more stories, crossover action.
Did you
bring
guys
my and then I was like, did you
talk about what Jorge Posada said recently?
No, we didn't talk about that because I think that came out today or yesterday after we recorded. But yeah, I said I'm not a Derek Jeter hater. I'm a Derek Jeter truther. And I was like, and you're not going to want to hear this. I'm a Kobe Bryant truther too. He's like, don't even fucking get me started.
Is he Kobe stan?
I don't know if he's like a Kobe stan, but he's just he certainly hasn't looked past the Kobe lore.
Well, it's what it's like politically, and I don't care. I'll just say it. It's like, for me, the Kobe awakening is kind of similar to like, you don't know. To me, it's similar to like suddenly everybody, but sadly, Kobe fans aren't waking up like this. I feel like everybody's suddenly waking up to like the whole history of like Israel and like the money and just both sides and the political aisle. Everybody's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, like we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's kind of a comparison.
Yeah. Well, we talked about top 5. He wanted me to bring my top 5 New York athletes of my lifetime. And I put a Yankee on there, and because the Yankees won a lot of titles, but I put Mariano Rivera on there. And he had Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera. And I was like, that's 2 Yankees from the same team. That seems like a lot. And I was like, yeah, Derek Jeter's not on my list. I gave you a Yankee, and I rounded it out. Well, let's just see before we go. We're pushing 2 hours. But if you had to guess the top 5 New York athletes of my lifetime, what would you think I would say?
Well, you said Mariano Rivera, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Mets is tough because like they won a title when you were so young. Is there anybody from the Mets?
No.
Eli Manning, Lawrence Taylor.
Yep.
So what are we at, 4? Or is that 5?
Yep. 4.
Patrick Ewing.
No. Mark Messier, because I went the full
Okay.
shebang. And he had the same list. No Eli, Derek Jeter. And I was like, I say this on the show, and if you guys want to tune in and get some good old fashioned, I was like, Eli Manning is what everybody pretends Derek Jeter was.
Interesting. Yeah.
Clutch as fuck.
Yeah. Just didn't have the marketing.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Check that out, guys. All right, let's wrap it up. You guys have a great week. Obviously we did this week, we just kind of did it differently with the holiday in the middle of the week. Or it's on Saturday, but just basically
get ourselves out early for the weekend. Push this one a little late, did this one a little early, came together here.
Well, just because everybody
synergy.
Yeah, everybody's off Friday for the most part.
Yeah.
So that's why we did it. So thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great holiday weekend, and we'll see you next week. And as always, stay dirty.